Smart.
I'm in Houston, I feel like Aubrey. I just sport a hoe and ghost. It's niggas in the car behind me and they don't like when you get close.
What?
Pop to right, she feel it. All that feeling should be finished.
What?
Every time I'm in, nigga, she so bad for me. I'm saying.
Hey man, say man, it's your boy Tayman. We back at it again with another banger. You feel me? And today we're gonna be watching Predators Getting Out of Hand. I haven't watched none of these, but we finna watch this shit together. And not a long video, so let's get into it. Y'all stay tuned, subscribe, that like button if you haven't already. Let's do it, Brody. Let's motherfucker do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Go get him.
Go get him.
Get him. Jinkies.
Got him crawling.
Lost his glasses. Jinkies. Oh, Scoob. What kind of mysteries we got ourselves into today, Alan?
Why are you doing this?
No,
I'm not.
you came to meet a little boy talking about how many guys you got
I'm
sex
not
with.
interested in, man, okay? I'm not interested. I just want to go home.
You think I'm selling you something?
Yo, these pred catches are getting out of hand. They had
Out
this
of
man
it.
crawling like he was looking for a revive in Fortnite. They got this man doing the Velma special. They got this man on the floor in a Target yelling jinkies. That is actually embarrassing. And what's even more embarrassing is that this man was out here saying, I'm not interested, as if he didn't just try to link up with a teenager. He's acting like this man is some sort of door-to-door salesman. I mean, I did try to meet up with a little boy, but I'm not interested. Like, bro, he's not trying to sell you something. He's trying to get you locked up in that slammer, my guy. But if you thought that this was crazy, when I tell you these pred catches get even more insane, lately there's been a whole new wave of pred catchers, and instead of just embarrassing these predators like Chris Hansen, Skeeter Jean, or predator poachers,
Where are you, black?
Yeah, it's probably a angry or something.
people are now just straight up beating up these predators.
You said maybe.
That's not affirmative or disavowed.
You keep
Oh,
pointing that finger at me.
not the coins out of
You're
him.
gonna get your ringed. Now maybe isn't a good answer to try to pick up little boys, is it? Is maybe a good answer? We gotta trying to take off here. Going down.
Look how he running. He run like a titan.
Trying to pick up little kids. Oh, I missed. This man's trying to pick up a little boy on the internet.
Boo!
This one genuinely cracks me up every time I see it. The way that this man just gave him the pimp slap of death mid-sentence. It also cracks me up how this man literally just swings, misses, and says, ooh, I missed.
Oh, I missed.
Like it's some sort of arcade game, like bro. And to top it all off, this man just runs him into the table, like peak entertainment, if I do say so myself. Here's another pred catch where this predator ends up getting slapped up.
Who used your picture and told them that little girl that you was gonna be here right now?
I don't know, bro.
Alright.
Oh,
You don't know?
You
he about to cry.
You don't know?
He
You
about to
think
start
I'm
crying,
stupid?
twin.
No, I don't think you're
Okay,
stupid.
so is some CIA agent using your picture, or are you using your picture?
The other night, I was talking to somebody on
Hold my
a
phone.
different
And what?
app.
And what? No, hold on. And what happened?
It was a-
So
it was
you're not
a-
here. You're not here to meet a 13-year-old girl.
No.
My bad, Josh. My bad, Josh. This boy's lying out his ass.
Excuse me, everybody!
Trying to pick up a little girl.
here came to be the 13-year-old girl!
Why they slapping him like that?
You on the farm, right? So you used to redneck. You used to rednecks.
In your city!
Now, the two main pred catchers that are beating on these predators are a guy that goes by the name of Jay Carnicom DAP and Shua Mundi. And if you thought that they couldn't get any crazier, there's another pred catch that they did where they literally hit this man with a Walmart cart.
You thought you were meeting a 13-year-old boy tonight? Don't grab my phone. Why'd you gonna meet a 13-year-old?
Oh!
Why were you gonna meet a 13-year-old boy?
Oh yeah. Look, watch him run. Get his ass.
And with these pred catches, there's even moments where these predators will even try to fight back.
Oh yeah.
For what? What's that gonna solve?
Oh!
Let's go. Finally.
What was that for, man?
Finally. Come on.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
Hello.
Y'all ain't. You feel me? Y'all ain't.
Finally.
Okay, over there, the
Now,
predator.
when it comes to these
But
types of
come
pred
on now.
catches where they're putting their hands on these predators, I'm seeing two sides to it. Some people think that maybe these pred catchers are going a little too far and they should just get the evidence
just a
and
little.
let the police do the rest of the work instead
They're not
of
gonna do the
beating
rest
on
of the
these
work.
predators.
You already see
Even though
what's
these
going
preds
on at the
are
top.
bad people and they're trying to link up with children, some people are saying that they shouldn't be getting beaten on at the end of the day because it's just straight up unprofessional. They should just embarrass the predators, then give the paperwork to the police. Like, that's just more of a professional approach. But then others think that the police isn't doing enough, / these preds aren't really getting what they truly deserve, so these beatings are pretty justified. Those are like the two main sides I'm seeing. Now, I will say I do understand both sides, and I do believe these predators are deserving of these beatings, because at the end of the day, like I said, they're trying to meet up with little kids. That is disgusting and that is illegal. Why are you, as a 40-year-old man, trying to link up with a child or even a teenager? Like, that's just straight up disgusting, my guy. Imagine if these dudes didn't show up and a child showed up instead. What would have happened? That kid would have been traumatized. Something really bad would have happened, you know? But at the same time, I do think that these beatings are very dangerous because you never really know what these preds have on them. Also, a lot of people have crash out tendencies nowadays. It'd be nothing for a predator to just straight up blick up the spot after they get exposed, since their life is already basically over. There's actually a situation where a predator actually shot one of these individuals. I believe it was Jay Carnicom, during a pred catch. Basically what happened, they caught this predator in target and they started following him around once they saw him and eventually confronted him.
Yo, is that Dante?
Hell yeah.
Man.
Hell yeah, that's Dante.
Oh man, you want to have a conversation about what you're doing here?
And once this predator notices that they have a phone recording him, he goes to reach for the phone and they kind of start to get into like a little scuffle. And once that happens, the cameraman drops the camera and intervenes, so you can't see much, but you can obviously hear what's going on still.
What's up? What's up, boy?
Then mid-scuffle, you can hear a gunshot go off.
Watch out. Get up off here.
And unfortunately, one of the pred catchers got shot in the leg. Now, I don't think the shot affected the pred catcher as much because after he got shot, it sounds like they still continued to like wrestle a bit with each other.
Adrenaline, man.
Put that shit down, bro.
And after they were done like wrestling with the guy, they eventually ended up taking his gun and the predator ran off.
Bad shot. Or something. I got the gun away, brother. Josh, he was gonna kill me. He was gonna kill all of us. What?
Now, obviously, this predator did get exposed, but at the same time, one of the hunters were shot, and it could have been way worse. And this is why I understand that side where people think that the police should really handle these situations, because it's like, at the end of the day, this could have ended terribly. It really could have. Luckily, it didn't, but it easily could have. There's actually a pred catcher that was killed, and he went by the name of Bupak Shakur, or Footage Gang 248 on Instagram, and a lot of people suspected that he actually died during a pred catch. A quick summary of like his content: basically what he'd do, he'd catch predators in Michigan by posing as a underage girl online. Once he'd meet up with these predators, he'd embarrass them, slap them, break their car windows, or even slash their tires. And one day when he was out, he walked into a diner and he
Coney
confronted this
Island.
group of two. One was 16 going on 17 and the other was 18 years old. And that confrontation turned into a fist fight, and then that fist fight turned into a shooting. The 16-year-old actually shot Bupak, and then later on that night, Bupak ended up passing away. Like I said, people suspected that his death was from
tough.
a pred catch. There's no real confirmed evidence from the police
Praise out to the
back
family,
up
you
that
feel me?
claim,
Even though it's
but I
probably
started to
still,
do a little
you know.
digging with this because I just thought it was pretty interesting. Now, some sources are saying that Bupak actually accused one of the two of being a pedophile, and that's why he punched the guy. That's what one source is saying. Another source, which is an Instagram comment on his most recent post, which, I mean, that right there can already tell you like the validity of this, but I'm still going to say it anyway. The comment states that a predator that he caught before maced him in the situation, and Bupak saw him in that diner, and that's why he confronted him. And then that's when the whole altercation happened. Now, my takeaway from it, if this death was from a predator catch, then that's just another example of why these vigilante predator catches are pretty dangerous. But if this death wasn't caused because of that, then I mean, we can just throw it out the window, you know? This has nothing to do with a predator catch, you know? He was a pred catcher, but his death wasn't caused from a predator catch. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, let me know what you guys think about these vigilante pred catches in the comment section below. All that being said, this is gonna wrap up the video. If you guys
Yeah, this is gonna wrap up my video. subscribing, hit that like button if you haven't already. How would you feel if someone's trying to get your daughter and they're like 2 times older? Like how I would be? How I would be? Let's make sure the mic is on. Nigga, how I would be, bro? If I see that as an older man in my daughter's phone, twin, like, I will go to prison, and when they take my mugshot picture, I'm gonna smile. And it's not even attempted murder. It is. And as a body, I'm gonna keep. And I'm gonna keep smiling about it, twin, because why do they have people walking around the street doing that shit, twin? Like, you that old and you can't find somebody your age, around your area, like 30, you feel me? Like, you want to talk to somebody young because they, you know, they still trying to develop. But, twin, come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Why y'all be having to do that? You shouldn't be that down bad. You shouldn't. It shouldn't even go that far. Come on, twin. People be trim, like, make it 38 high. I ain't gonna lie. Subscribe, hit that like button if you haven't already, but you already know what's going on, you feel me? Comment down below how you feel about this video. Hey.